Hi, welcome back. I really wanted to get this video done for all of you. I feel like it will be difficult for me to share some of the information I have coming down the line here soon without having this really foundational video of kind of principles and foundational guidelines that I'm really building my natural weight loss journey on top of. So let me go ahead and share this with you, hit some of the foundational principles, and then that'll make sense when I share my specific goals and more information specifically. So obviously, I think the answer to that question, do you want to live a powerful life, is yes, right? I think no matter where you're at or what your life looks like, I think we all want to live a healthy, powerful, just a great life. Not only do we want to be happy and feel powerful, but we want to live longer, live younger longer, and look and feel better. But there are some things that get in our way, right? For me, certainly, high stress, lack of exercise, lack of quality sleep, nutritional deficiencies, exposure to toxins. I'm sure I identify with all of those, but many of you probably watching this can identify with at least one or two of these in your daily life and your daily habits. So that actually costs us more than we think it does, or at least more than we tally up every day. It costs us physically, but it also costs us emotionally and mentally and socially in various aspects of our lives we don't often realize until much later on, or until the physical effects get so great that then we feel like they're spilling out. So what are we going to do about it? We are going to talk about these foundational principles for health. And right there on the bottom, you can see those bottom four talk about lifestyle, and then really just the top two are healthcare. But all of them, you have a lot of power and control and choice in. So that bottom one, nutrition and digestion, they really go hand in hand. It doesn't really matter if you eat the greatest food in the world if you're not digesting it and absorbing it properly. So I'll spend a whole other video on talking about that and what we can do about that. Next tier up is movement and metabolism. So I like to think about those bottom four: nutrition, digestion, movement, and metabolism, kind of like the cornerstones, the four cornerstones. You can also think about it kind of like a bed frame. And then on top of that, we've got rest and manage stress. So going with the bed frame analogy, that would be like our mattress, resting, right? And then we want to reduce toxicity, and we do have a lot of control over that, actually. And then on top of that would be kind of, as we segue into healthcare, informed self-care, and then proactive medical care. Keyword there being proactive. But I want to focus on these bottom four as we talk about foundational healthy habits for a weight loss journey. We have to look at, before I can even jump into, hey guys, I'm setting all these cool goals and this is what I'm doing, it makes more sense to say, hey, this is why those kinds of goals and those goals working together is what I'm trying to do. Because these goals are so foundational. Talk about nutrition, talk about my digestion, talk about my daily movement, address my metabolism, take care of my rest and how I'm taking care of my stress, managing, my water habits, things like that are very foundational. Sometimes we get so focused in a weight loss journey on what diet, what are you eating every single day? I want to know. Or what is your workout? Tell me every single exercise you're doing, how many times a week, when do you mix it up, when do you not? And they're still great questions, but they're a little bit zoomed in on just one part or one habit. And in order to get down to that level, we first have to start big picture, big perspective. Next thing I just want to show you, zoom in a little bit. I'm going to be talking a lot about metabolic health with the new product line coming out, MetaPower, focusing on metabolic health. We kind of zoom in on metabolism, but you'll see how it incorporates a lot of those other foundational habits: healthy eating, daily movement, stress management, and smart supplementation, to really build that foundation to make a healthy metabolism so that your metabolism is functioning optimally. But like I mentioned, we have a lot of daily stressors, not just the bad habits or the unhealthy habits, but just daily life stress. I mean, I got called into work 3 hours early because people were out sick and we were crazy busy. And you just gotta balance that stress sometimes. And the only reason I could come home after a 12-hour day at work and make dinner and do stuff at home and then sit down to do this video is because I'm really honing in on some of these foundational habits to balance that scale, to balance me out. I made sure I took my vitamins, made sure I got my steps in, took time to manage some stress, made sure I didn't skip my meals, just really briefly talking about some things that I did today where I'm really trying to make sure that stress doesn't overwhelm me, doesn't tip the scale. And that can I'm just talking about like today, a daily snapshot, but talk about a weight loss journey in general. A lot of times we get derailed off of that because we let that stress, or we let life tip that scale a little bit. But when we have a really solid foundation, then we can build upon it. Okay, I'm really finding out what works for me nutritionally or exercise-wise. This is being really effective, or I'm really enjoying this. Great, let's keep building on that. And that way we can talk about specific goals. We can talk about how can I understand how to improve each of those pillars, each of those cornerstones of your health. And I'll be talking about all of those later. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of an introduction to what I'm considering foundational healthy habits and what I'm building my weight loss journey on. So check out the description below for some links. And if you wanted to get started with some healthy habits with me, I'd love to talk to you more about that. Otherwise, have a great night.